Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sacramento, California, and a Big 8 conference matchup. Showdown in Northern California between Santa Rosa Bear Cubs, who come in with an overall record of 15 wins, 1 loss. That loss coming last week in league to Sierra College on a walk-off. They are 2-1 in the Big 8 conference play. The host Sac City Panthers, they are 14-2 overall. Also 2-1 in the Big 8 conference, having taken 2 of 3 from Folsom Lake last weekend in the opening matchup. These top two teams in the north will face off here this afternoon. They will be at Santa Rosa on Thursday afternoon for another 2 p.m. Big 8 conference. And then the series finale this Saturday, March 7th in Sacramento at Union Stadium at 1 p.m. Starting pitcher for the Panthers, Dennis Boatman. His battery mate, Tanner Tweet, behind the plate. Boatman comes in with a 2.57 earned run average, 1-0 on the season in 21 innings. This his sixth appearance, fifth start of the season. Defensively behind Boatman, around the horn in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Tompkins, Sayre, and McKechnie. Around the horn on the infield from third to first, Diini, McClary, Nichols, and Wheeler. Designated hitter today for the Panthers is Nick Sorelli. For the Bear Cubs, it'll be Lamp, Miller, and Douglas, the top three in Damon Niglinger's order. The shortstop, Joe Lamp, followed by the right fielder, Ryan Miller, and third baseman, Logan Douglas. The first three batters that'll get a crack at Dennis Boatman. Hard-throwing right-hander. And we're just about to get underway as Tweet tosses the ball down to second base. Leading things off for the Bear Cubs, Joe Lamp. Well, Boatman rubbing up the game ball, walking back leisurely to the mound. And into the box, the shortstop, Joe Lamp. Joe Lamp, the top hitter on the Bear Cubs team with a .427 average. And the first pitch is fouled straight back out of play here at Union Stadium. And we're underway at 2:01 p.m. So 6 of the 9 starters for the Bear Cubs batting over 300. Lamp and McDonald above 400. And the second pitch is popped up. Boatman camps under it, and he's got it for the first out of the afternoon. That brings up the right fielder, Ryan Miller. Well, first pitch to Miller from Boatman is a strike. Right-hander Boatman looks in, has a sign from Tweet, the wind. The pitch behind Miller. And the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch from Boatman, fouled straight back. And Boatman ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Boatman is in on the hands of Miller, slowly hit to the third baseman, diving up, quick throw to Wheeler, and he holds the bag, and Miller retired 5-3 on the putout. That brings up the third baseman, Logan Douglas. So Douglas, a .333 hitter on the season. Bats with no one aboard, 2 outs. And breaking ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Tweet. The 1-0 pitch to Douglas. Fastball low and outside, ball 2. Two-zero pitch from Boatman. Another one in the dirt. This one not able to be blocked by Tweet. The count 3 balls, no strikes. To the 3-man in the Bear Cubs order. Cleanup man Blake McDonald in the on-deck circle. Down to .400 hitter on the season. .3-0 take all the way by Douglas, and it's in there for a called strike 1. .3-1 pitch. Fastball yanked far down the left field line, but foul, out of play. And the count now full to Douglas. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Look at Douglas's line. He does have 3 home runs. That's tied for the team lead with second baseman Joey Kramer, who also has 3 on the season. Full count pitch, the payoff. Breaking ball off the end of the bat to Boatman. He's going to run, flips it over to Wheeler, side retire. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Panthers coming to bat in the home half of the first. So leading things off for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the first inning, center fielder Dan Sayre. He'll be followed by first baseman TJ Wheeler and then the designated hitter Nick Sorelli. First pitch from the right-hander is called strike 1 to Sayre. So look at starting pitcher Nick Kamajas. 2.03 earned run average, 5 wins. This is 7th appearance, 7th start in 31 innings of work. And the 0-1 pitch, a slow breaking ball outside. The appeal, yes, he did says first base umpire. So Sarah quickly behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Kamaja's 36 strikeouts in those 31 innings. The 0-2 pitch waved on and missed. Flipped down to first base by the catcher and put out is recorded. Strikeout 2-3. That brings up the first baseman, TJ Wheeler. TJ Wheeler steps in. Pitch from Kamaja's fastball outside, called strike 1. Wheeler batting .349 on the season. Looks at one low and inside. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball in off the plate, ball 2. Two-one pitch by Kamaja's breaking ball. Wheeler appeared to be saying that the ball hit him, but he didn't head down to first base. Just wanted to talk it over with the umpire. And the count 3 balls, 1 strike. As the at-bat continues for Wheeler. So as I mentioned, the Bear Cubs, 6 of their starters above 300. Same for the Panthers. And the 3-1 pitch is hammered foul down the first baseline as that ball caroms out to the right fielder. Count now full to Wheeler. Diana, the lone Panther in the starting lineup, over 400 as the Bear Cubs had 2. And that fastball hits Wheeler as he heads down to first base on the free pass. Would have been ball 4 anyways. That brings up designated hitter Nick Sorelli. So Sorelli, a .325 batter on the season, steps in to face Kamaja's. 1 away, runner on first is Wheeler. First pitch from the right-hander is a called strike 1 to Sorelli. Quick check on Wheeler. Omfroy, the first baseman, able to keep the ball in front of him. Slow breaking ball fouled straight back. And Kamaja's ahead of Sorelli. No balls, 2 strikes. Check on Wheeler. He's back in safely ahead of Omfroy's tag. The 0-2 pitch, fastball outside off the plate, ball 1. So good 0-2 pitch by Kamaja's. Sorelli wouldn't go outside the zone. The The 1-2 pitch by Kamaja is another breaking ball. This one spoiled by Sorelli. Foul ball trickles in front of the Panthers dugout here along the first base side of Union Stadium. High fly ball out to center field. And that one falls. Center fielder drifted slowly towards it. Left fielder had a long way to run. And Sorelli in at first with a single. Now that brings up the cleanup man, Tanner Tweet. As Kamajas faces the four-hitter with runners on first and second. That fastball low and outside, ball one. The 1-0 pitch to Tweet, breaking ball outside, ball two. So Kamaja's not getting any help from his defense early. And his center fielder, Riggio, just kind of jogged in. I'm not sure if the left fielder, Klebenok, had called him off, but as a center fielder, you have priority. And Klebenok had a long way to run. Ended up sliding in front of Riggio. And Riggio missed the ball. So what looked like a sure second out ends up being a base hit for the Panthers. And now first and second as Kamaja's behind now 3 balls, no strikes. Another sweeping breaking ball. That one blocked by the catcher, McDonald. In the on-deck circle, the aforementioned Diini, the lone Panther batting over 400 in today's starting lineup. And the Bear Cubs had a pair of batters over 400, both teams having 6 over 300 total. Battled the top 2 teams in the Big 8 Conference as well as Northern California. The Bear Cubs 15-1 overall. The Panthers 14-2. And 3-0 pitch is taken all the way by Tweet. Fastball on the outside part of the plate called strike one. Both the Bear Cubs and the Panthers 2-1, having won their series openers last week. Bear Cubs against Sierra College and the Panthers against Folsom Lake. This is the first of 3 Big 8 Conference matchups this week between the 2 schools. And free pass is issued to Tweet. That brings up Diini. So the 5-man the Panthers order, Diini comes to the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. Fastball in. Diini sends it out to center field. Riggio there. Tagging are the runners at second and third, advancing 90 feet, and the sacrifice fly is recorded. However, now on the appeal at second base, Sorelli is out. The run will score. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left. We're headed to the top of the second. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 1-0. So top of the second, Panthers are indeed leading 1-0. Some controversy here at the U as the head coach, Damon Needlinger, attempted to argue that the run should not have counted on the appeal play. It is not a force out. The run counts. Umpires got together, got it correct. And Boatman is behind the four-hitter McDonald. 2 balls, no strikes. And now 3 balls, no strikes. So the sac fly scored Wheeler. Sorelli left early, and that was the 3rd out of the inning. 3-0 pitch to McDonald is outside ball 4. The free pass issued to the cleanup man. That brings up the second baseman, Joey Kramer. Fastball is sent out to right center field. Settling under is Sayre for the first out as McDonald retreats back to first base. So 1 out, 1 aboard for the designated hitter, Jason Moran. Fastball outside corner called strike 1. Short lead at first by McDonald, the Bear Cubs catcher. The 0-1 pitch is fouled down the third base line in front of the Bear Cubs third base coach. And Boatman ahead of Moran. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball hit to the third baseman. Daini diving play on to second. Nichols over to first. Double play. 5-4-3. And we're headed to the bottom of the second. The Panthers still lead the Bear Cubs 1-0. So for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the second inning, McKechnie, Tompkins, Nichols, 6, 7, 8 in the Panthers order to face Kamajas. And fastball snared by Kamages. And the underhand toss to the first baseman, Omfroy, for the first out. That brings up left fielder Sutton Tompkins. One pitch, one out for Kamages as Tompkins takes the breaking ball called strike one. Tompkins lays off, and that pitch is called a ball. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from the right-hander's fastball fouled straight back into the netting here at Union Stadium. Fastball outside. Good 2-strike pitch from Kamages. Hoping Tompkins would chase and extend out of the zone, but he did not. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one swung on a miss for the second out. That brings up the second baseman, Greg Nichols. 2 down, nobody on. And that ball is driven out to right field. Nichols puts the charge in it off the top of the fence. And Nichols on his way to third. And he's in there with a stand-up triple on the first pitch he saw from Kamages. And that brings up the shortstop, Nick McClary. And the first pitch McClary sees from Kamages is a foul out to the third baseman and side retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left. We're headed to the top of the third. So top of the third, Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 1-0. Bottom third of the order for the Bear Cubs, Klemenach, Omfroy, and Riggio. Boatman winds. Fastball waved on and missed by Klemenok. Next pitch is offered and missed by Klemenok. And Boatman ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Fastball in there, called strike 3. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, says Boatman. And that brings up the first baseman, Antonio Onfroy. So 1 away, nobody aboard for Onfroy, and that one in there called strike 1. First strikeout for Boatman this afternoon, and that curveball is up and in. It's the front shoulder of Onfroy as he heads down to first base on the free pass. Here comes the center fielder, Dominic Riggio. Well, Riggio, the center fielder, digs in, 1 away, 1 on. Set the belt, Boatman. Fastball in there, called strike 1. Well, Boatman would love to induce another double play, inning-ending double play. And that pitch up out of the zone, ball 1. Boatman sets at the belt. Check on the runner at first base. Onfroy back ahead of Wheeler's tag. Boatman a long set, look in, the 1-1 pitch up out of the zone, ball 2. Fastball in there, called strike 2. Two-two pitch up coming from Boatman. This one sprayed foul down the right field line as Riggio battles and continues the at-bat against Boatman. Two-two pitch once again by Boatman, and once again a foul ball by Riggio. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Big 8 conference matchup between the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs and your Sac City Panthers. Panthers leading 1-0. Lazy fly ball to center field. Sayre coming in. Bluffs the throw to first, and that's the second out as Omfroy retreats. And it'll be the top of the order for the Bear Cubs, shortstop Joe Lamp. So 2 away, Omfroy still at first base. First pitch is a fastball fouled out of play, and Boatman ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Down even 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff man. Lamp 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Popped out to Boatman his first time through. One pitch by Boatman is in there. Fastball called strike 2. Boatman sets at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. In on the hands of Lamp. Another high fly ball. Tweet calls for it in front of home plate on the dirt. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 1-0. The bottom of the 3rd. Breaking ball swung on a miss by Sayre. On top of the order for the Panthers, Sayre, Wheeler, and Sorelli. Back to work for the Bear Cubs is Kamajas. Another breaking ball, another swing and a miss by Sayre. Fastball singled up the middle. And Sayre aboard with the Panthers' 2nd hit. And that brings up the first baseman, TJ Wheeler. Well, Wheeler looks over to Coach Sullivan for the offensive signal. As Sarah takes his lead at first base, Wheeler now settles into the batter's box. And check on Sarah at first base. He's back in safely. Breaking ball low and outside, ball one. And that's a balk as Kamages went to pick off Sarah, who was standing on the base getting the signal, and the throw was not made, so the balk is issued. And moving up 90 feet is Sarah. Curveball is outside, ball two to Wheeler. Two 0 pitch fouled off by Wheeler, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Sarah with plus speed at second base in scoring position. Nobody away here, bottom of the third inning. To the two-man Wheeler. Fastball is skied high. Looking up is the catcher, and he has it in foul territory for the putout. And that brings up the designated hitter, Nick Sorelli. So now 1 away after the foul out by Wheeler on a pop fly to the catcher, McDonald. It was a mile high. First pitch to Wheeler, breaking ball down, ball one. Check on Sarah at second base. The pitch. Off-speed pitch outside, ball two. Appeared to be a changeup out of the hand of Kamages. Kamages looks into McDonald, his catcher, for the sign. As it sets at the chest. No check of Sarah. Breaking ball stays outside, ball three. Kamages gets his signs from his shortstop, Lamp. And on the same page in terms of looks and how they're going to hold Sarah and keep him close. Again, Sarah with plus speed. And even after the signs, still not on the same page. As Kamages went to pick Sarah, and Lamp was standing at his position. They go through the signs again. Kamages checks on Sarah. The pitch, 3-0 is a fastball outside corner called strike one. Not the 3-0 pitch Thorelli was looking for, so he takes it. Count still in his favor, 3 balls, 1 strike. And this is game one of a 3-game series, Big 8 Conference series. important one in conference play with two of the top teams in Northern California going at it. Game 2 will be Thursday, March 5th. Ground ball to Kamajas, and he takes the lead runner, Sayre, as Sorelli reaches with the fielder's choice. That brings up Tanner Tweet. So Sayre, anticipating that ball was going to be up the middle, was dead to rights at third base on Sorelli's fielder's choice. Even with his speed on the comebacker, nothing he could do there after he committed to go. The first pitch to Tweet is a fastball inside corner called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball low and outside, ball one. So 2 outs, Sorelli at first base. Tweet the batter, count 1-1. As Kamajas makes amends for the balk by getting the lead runner, Sayre. The 1-1 pitch is fouled out of play by Tweet. So count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball up out of the zone. Tweet lays off. The count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Check on Sorelli at first. He's back in safely ahead of the tag from Omfroy. Breaking ball called, strike 3. So for the Panthers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. They lead the Bearcats 1-0. We're headed to the 4th. So for the Bear Cubs in the top of the 4th inning against Boatman, it'll be 2-3-4, Miller, Douglas, McDonald. Boatman looks in, facing the right fielder, Miller. Fastball inside, ball 1. Breaking ball in there called strike one to Miller. Miller grounded out to Diani at third his first time through. Bats here to lead off the fourth. That one up way out of the zone. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 1 pitch from Boatman, swung on and missed by Miller. The count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball sent up the middle. And a soft liner is the first hit of the afternoon for the Bearcats. Ball gets by Sayre, but not far enough for Miller to advance. So a clean single, and Miller aboard to start the top of the fourth inning. Fastball low and inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch, swung on and missed. An off-speed pitch by Boatman. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the Bearcats' third baseman, Douglas, the 3-man in the order. Douglas hit a ground ball to Boatman his first time through. Another breaking ball swung on a miss. This one sent down the right field line as Tweet overthrows Wheeler, attempting to backpick Miller. And Miller advances to second base on the throwing error by Tweet. The 1-2 pitch from Boatman. Breaking ball sent foul off the bat of Douglas. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch again. Foul ball, just foul down the third base line off the bat of Douglas. As he was just out front of that off-speed pitch by Boatman. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here at top of the fourth inning. Miller on at second base. Single then moved up on the throwing error by Tweet. Fastball waved and missed, and Douglas, the first out of the fourth, strikeout victim number 2. That brings up the catcher, McDonald. Fastball in there called strike 1. McDonald's second trip to the plate. No official at bat as he walked his first time through in that fastball. Low and outside, ball one. Breaking ball called strike two. As McDonald started to take his hand off the bat, asked for time, wasn't granted, and he's not happy, but he's behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bowman's 1-2 pitch fastball, low and outside, backhanded by Tweet, preventing a wild pitch and keeping Miller at second base. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Tweet as Miller retreats to second base. Count runs full to McDonald. Breaking ball spoiled by McDonald. Out in front of the Bear Cubs dugout here along the third base side of Union Stadium. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Tweet, but that's ball four. Free pass issued once again to McDonald as he's got a pair of walks this afternoon. That sets up first and second for the second baseman, Kramer. Kramer 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time through. Fastball low, scooped by Tweet. And Boatman behind. 1 ball, no strikes. To the 5-hitter in the Bear Cubs order. So no harm, no foul with the walk issued to McDonald. That sets up a double play. Bowman already has one here this afternoon. Him and the Panthers would love to induce another inning-ending double play. Line drive to the second baseman. Diani on to second, not in time as the throw was high and Nichols unable to get his toe down before the hand to Miller reached the pillow out at second. And that brings up the designated hitter, Jason Moran. Well, 2 away, first and second. Bowman's pitch to the DH. Moran is in the dirt, blocked by Tweet. Breaking ball outside and low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Morana had 2 balls, no strikes. 0 for 1 grounded into that inning double play in the second. A great play by Daini, diving to his left. And the fastball is fouled out of play down the right field line. So for Moran, the DH here this afternoon, just his second game. 0 for 4 coming in, now 0 for 5 on the season. Two balls, one strike. Beat into the ground at the plate, fouled into Daini's glove. In foul territory on the other side of third base, and the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Moran back into the box. Bowman looks down to tweet for the sign. Check on Miller at second. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Hit into shallow left center field. Now capping under is McClary, just back behind the dirt. And the side is retired. Panthers still lead 1-0. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. So bottom of the fourth here at Sacramento City College's Union Stadium. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 1-0 in this Big 8 conference matchup. 5, 6, 7 the batters for the Panthers. As the breaking ball is in there, called strike one will be Daini, followed by McKechnie, then Tompkins. The 0-1 pitch. 3 hopper to the second baseman. On to Onfroy over at first, and Daini is retired. 4-3 on the putout. First pitch to McKechnie is a called strike. Pitch fouled in front of the Bear Cubs dugout. The count, no balls, 2 strikes to McKechnie. 0-2 pitch fastball off the plate, ball 1. Curveball fouled down the right field line, out of play. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. The fastball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch from Kamajas. Fastball turned on by McKechnie, and that one's going to go to the fence on a 2-hopper as McKechnie is into second base with a stand-up double. And that brings up the left fielder, Sutton Tompkins. So the 6th double of the season for McKechnie comes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he's in scoring position for Sutton Tompkins. Tompkins 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time through. Pitch is low and inside, ball 1. So with 2 strikes, they'd been working McKechnie away. And the left fielder was shaded over towards right center. And McKechnie pulled that curveball that stayed middle in down the line. As that breaking ball is in there, called strike 1 to Tompkins. So McKechnie with an easy stand-up double. Breaking ball in the dirt. Swung on. Tompkins unable to hold his swing up. And Tompkins behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice job by McDonald keeping the ball in front of him, making sure McKechnie wasn't able to advance to third base. Inside move, check on McKechnie at second base, no throw as he hustles back. And timeout as the pitching coach for the Bear Cubs comes out, talk things over. We'll take a short break and be right back. So Kamajas sets the 1-2 pitch to Tompkins. Another breaking ball in the dirt blocked by McDonald. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, high chopper up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time. And Omfroy able to keep the ball in front of him, ensuring McKechnie wasn't able to score on the play. And that brings up the second baseman, Greg Nichols. Nichols tripled his first time through, just missing a home run by a matter of a foot. So runners at the corners for Nichols. Tompkins at first, McKechnie at third. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate, called strike one. So a big one hopper off the bat of Tompkins. As the second baseman Kramer got to it on the shortstop side of second and jumped off his back foot over to first. Omfroy came off the bag to keep the ball in front of him. Still ended up bouncing in front of him as he knocked it down nicely to keep it in front of him and ensure McKechnie held pat at third base. 2 quick checks of Tompkins at first base. He's back safely both times, and Nichols steps back in behind. No balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball swung on and fouled down the right field line over the first baseman, Omfroy. Tompkins off and running on the pitch. Might have been a hit and run by the Panthers as he retreats to first base on the foul ball. Count no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball outside off the plate, and Tompkins strolls into second base as the Bear Cubs all but conceded that. Well, Nichols has the sign from Coach Sullivan. Runners now at second and third, 1 out. Pitch to Nichols is sent out to left center field, and that ball falls in front of the center fielder, Riggio. Tompkins unable to go anywhere beyond third base as he had to hold and make sure that ball landed. But an RBI single for Nichols, and that brings up the shortstop, Nick McClary. We'll check on Nichols at first. He's back in safely. Now McClary's in. And that ball's hit down to left field. Another single, another RBI single. This one off the bat of McClary. And the Panthers up 3-0 on the Bear Cubs. And that rolls the lineup over to the top for Dan Sayre with first and second, 1 out. So back-to-back pitches, back-to-back RBI singles, one off the bat of Nichols, one off the bat of McClary, and the Panthers add to their lead. Now lead the Bear Cubs 3-0, bottom of the fourth, 1 away, 2 on, and top of the order, Dan Sayre. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1 off the plate. The 1-0 pitch from Kamajas. First two checks of Nichols at second base. The fastball up and outside, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch is low and inside, ball 3. As the Panthers forcing Kamajas to labor here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Pitch is up out of the zone, ball 4, and the free pass issued to Sayre, and the bases are loaded for TJ Wheeler. So Wheeler bats here, 1 away, bottom of the 4th, bases loaded. Nichols, McClary, Sayre, the base runners. Kamaja's pitch. Changeup, high, slow chopper to the second baseman. His only play is to first, and that'll be an RBI ground out. 4-3 the put out to Wheeler, and that brings up Sorelli 2 away. Second and third are the runners. Breaking ball fouled down the first baseline by Sorelli. So 3 across here in the bottom of the 4th. Panthers now lead the Bear Cubs 4-0. Swung on and missed. And Sorelli behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch off the plate, low. Ball 1. So Kamaja's got the ground ball he wanted against Wheeler. The problem is it was just slowly hit, not enough to induce a double play. And the RBI ground out. The fastball misses up and in, says home plate umpire, and the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball outside, stays off the plate, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Sorelli works the walk. That brings up the catcher, Tanner Tweet. So 0-2 to Sorelli. He battles and draws the walk as Kamajas continues to labor here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now facing the cleanup man, Tanner Tweet, with the bases loaded. Fastball inside, ball 1. Tweet 0 for 1 this afternoon. Walked in the first, struck out looking in the third. Looking to add to the Panthers' lead here with 2 in scoring position. Breaking ball called strike 1. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. One-two pitch from Kamajas. Fastball fouled out of play by Tweet. One-two pitch. Breaking ball spoiled by Tweet. Kamajas has a sign from McDonald. The 1-2 pitch again. This one up out of the zone as Tweet laid off. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch to Tweet. Fastball called, strike 3. But the Panthers get 3. They lead the Bear Cubs 4-0. We're headed to the top of the 5th. So, top of the 5th inning here at Union Stadium. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-0. 7-8-9 in the Bear Cubs lineup to face Boatman as Klemenok shows bunt and pulls back on a breaking ball. up and out of the zone that stayed up and out of the zone. And this one bunted but foul down the third base line off the bat of Klemenach. And 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch in on the hands of Klemenach. He fouls it back out of play. Boatman ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch upcoming to Klemenach. Be pitch number 65 of the day for Boatman. And line drive out to center field. So a single starts the top of the 5th. That brings up the first baseman, Omfroy. So second hit of the game for the Bear Cubs. Both singles to center. Fly ball to McKechnie out in right field. That's the first out of the inning. That brings up the 9 batter, center fielder Riggio. Pitch to Riggio's a fastball in there, called strike 1. Another fastball inside corner, called strike 2. So Boatman ahead of the 9 batter Riggio. Riggio 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time through. Bats here with 1 away. Runner on first is Klemenach. Fastball up out of the zone, and Riggio did not chase. Ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball in on the hands of Riggio. Slow roller to Daini at third. And they get Riggio by a step and a half at first. So 5-3 the putout. Moving up to second is Klemenach. But there's 2 away for the top of the order. Shortstop Joe Lamp. Pitch to Lamp is a fastball low and outside, ball 1. Line drive down the first base line, just out of the reach of Wheeler. And in ahead of the tag at second is Lamb with an RBI double. That brings up the right fielder, Ryan Miller. Lamb stuck his bat out and hooked it just out of the reach of Wheeler's glove. Caromed off the fence to McKechnie. McKechnie's throw into McClary, but just ahead of the slide, ahead of the tag was the sliding Lamb. So the Bear Cubs are on the board. Line drive to the left fielder, Tompkins. And back-to-back hits, back-to-back runs for the Bear Cubs. They cut the lead in half. Panthers now lead 4-2. So Tompkins playing deep and left. Had no play at home as Lamp scores with 2 outs. He was going on contact. And the RBI single by Miller. Fastball low and inside, ball 1. Pitch outside off the plate, ball 2. So the Bear Cubs offense making some noise here in the 5th. Held in check for 4 innings, just 1 hit. Now have collected 3 hits and 2 runs here in the 5th, as that one's waved on and missed by Douglas. 2 balls, 1 strike. Douglas 0 for 2. Ground out and strikeout this afternoon. Bats with a runner at first, 2 outs. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate, called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. For the Panthers in the bottom half of the 5th inning, it'll be Daini, McKechnie, Tompkins, the same way it started in the 4th when they rallied for 3 runs. Fastball in on the hands of Douglas, and he fouls it straight back to stay alive. Soft liner to McClary. 3-hopper on to first in time, and the side's retired, but the Bear Cubs get 2. The Panthers lead cut in half. 4-2. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. So for the Panthers in the bottom half of the fifth inning, Daini, McKechnie, Tompkins, the scheduled batters. Back out to work for the Bear Cubs is Kamajas. And pitch number 83 from the right-hander is up out of the zone, ball one. Ball down and inside, unable to be handled by the catcher. McDonald appeared to hit the umpire's left foot. Two-zero pitch from Kamajas. Change up out of the zone, ball three to Daini. Three-zero green light for Daini as he smokes one but foul down the third base line. Three-one pitch from Kamajas. His fastball up out of the zone, ball four. Free pass issued to Daini to start the bottom of the fifth. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. So Daini now 0 for 1 this afternoon. Had a sac fly that scored the first run of the game as Wheeler came across. Grounded out to start last inning. And now draws a walk here to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning as McKechnie digs in. McKechnie 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Breaking ball low and inside, ball one. A lot of high-stress pitches last inning for Kamajas, and he's back out there, and not a good start for him so far. Struggling to find the zone. Free pass issued to Daini. Just one strike and 6 pitches here this frame. And hit and run as Daini is in there. Only play for the third baseman is to first base on the 5-3 putout as Logan Douglas fires across to Omfrey. So the hit and run protects Daini as he advances to second on the ground out to third. And weak hit off the end of the bat of Tompkins, fielded by the shortstop. Nice play by Lamp over to Omfroy for the 6-3 putout. That brings it up to second baseman Nichols with a runner at third, 2 away. Off-speed pitch catches the outside part of the plate, called strike one. So after the walk, Kamaja settles down and gets 2 ground ball outs. That ball in the dirt, blocked by McDonald. Check on Nichols' swing. No, says the field umpire. So the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball swung on a miss by Nichols. And Kamaj is ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball off the plate, ball 2. Fastball fouled straight back. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball stays outside, ball 3. Full count to Nichols. Clary waits his turn in the on-deck circle. Breaking ball sent out to right field. Coming in is Miller, and side retired. So no runs, no hits. 1 left. We're headed to the top of the 6th. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. So top of the 6th inning, Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. And new pitcher into the game for the Panthers is A.J. Hillman. And the first pitch is low. Ball 1. Fastball low and outside, ball 2. Hillman's 7th appearance of the season, 11 innings. Fastball's in there, called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Change-ups in there called strike 2. The count even 2 balls, 2 strikes to the cleanup man, McDonald. And now Tweed asks for time as he goes out to talk about the signs with Hillman and how they want to pitch McDonald, the 4-hitter for the Bear Cubs. Two-two pitch. Fouled out of play by McDonald. Two-two pitch from Hillman. Change up, 2-hopper to McClary. On to first, 6-3 put out. And McDonald's first official at bat of the afternoon. 6-3 ground out to go with his 2 walks. That brings up second baseman Joey Kramer. Fastball in on the hands of Kramer. Diving. Diani doesn't get it. McClary does, and holding the bag at first is Wheeler for another 6-3 putout. So good effort by Diani. Just comes up short. McClary there to back him up. And a 6-3 putout for the second out of the inning. That brings up designated hitter Jason Moran. Fastball's in there called strike 1. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball's fouled above the Panthers dugout. And Hillman ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball low and outside, ball 2. Ground ball to McClary. Unable to be handled. So he's shaken up on the play. So fielding there by McClary. Extends the inning for the left fielder Klemenach as he looks at the pitch outside, ball 1. Off-speed pitch low and in the dirt, blocked by Tweet. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0 pitch fastball up and out of the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball in there, called strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. High fastball waved on and missed by Klemenok. And the count full with 2 outs. The runner at first, Moran, will have a head start on the pitch. The 3 pitches fouled straight back. Full count pitch. Fastball in, says the home plate umpire, and ball 4 issued to Klemenok. So the inning continues, first and second now, 2 away. And fastball is called strike 1 to Omfroy. Bear Cubs first baseman and number 8 hitter in the order. Omfroy 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Hit by a pitch his first time through, flew out to right last half inning. Off-speed pitch is fouled straight back. Ball in the dirt, gets a Y Tweet. And both runners advance 90 feet on the wild pitch. Pitch fouled straight back off the bat of Omfroy. Breaking ball low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch, and Onfroy is able to lay off, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. Three-two pitch is driven out to center field. Sudden under is Sayre, and the side is retired. So we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers still lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. For the Panthers in the bottom half of the 6th inning, leading the Bear Cubs 4-2, it'll be McClary, then the top of the order, Sayre and Wheeler. And they'll be facing a new pitcher for the Bear Cubs, as the first pitch is low and outside, ball 1. New pitcher is Zeke Broccoli. Broccoli, a 2.57 earned run average. This is 6th appearance of the season, as second pitch of the afternoon for Broccoli is in there, called strike 1. Pitch fouled off the bat of McClary, and Broccoli had 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball up out of the zone and check on McClary, and he was able to hold up, so the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch sent right back up the middle, and McClary has his second base hit of the afternoon. So McClary aboard with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that brings up center fielder, leadoff man Dan Sayre. Let's see how the Panthers and Coach Sullivan play this. They're going to ask Sayre to sacrifice McClary up. Base hit bunt attempt by Sayre is fouled back. Broccoli sets at the belt. Base hit by Sayre through the left side. That sets up first and second for the first baseman, TJ Wheeler. So new pitcher into the ball game for the Bear Cubs would be number 18, Tyler Helms. And he'll be asked to face 2-3-4 with first and second nobody out as Wheeler digs in. Fastball in there called strike one. So for Helms, a 2.61 earned run average, his sixth appearance. 10 1/3 innings of work. 12 strikeouts against 7 hits. The 0-1 pitch from Helms is a breaking ball, low and inside. Blocked nicely by McDonald, and the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Checker McClary at second base. The pitch. Fastball low, out of the zone, ball 2. Wheeler scored the first run of the afternoon. He was hit by a pitch that time through. 0 for 2 since then. Fly foul out to the catcher McDonald and a ground out to the second baseman, Kramer. Bats here first and second, nobody out. Breaking ball stays outside off the plate, and Wheeler does not offer. Count tilts even more in his favor. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fastball fouled out of play by Wheeler, and the count full. So for those of you just joining us, thanks for tuning in. We're here live in Sacramento, California at Union Stadium on the campus of Sacramento City College, where the Panthers and Santa Rosa Bear Cubs are playing in game 1 of their 3-game set in a Big 8 conference series. High fly ball out to left center field, and Riggio there to catch it as both runners retreat to the bases, unable to advance, and that brings up the designated hitter, Nick Sorelli. So Sorelli steps in to face Helms. And McClary's picked off a second base for the second out of the inning. As he was dancing around, the shortstop Lamp broke on him. Quick toss by Helms, and he is out for the second out. So now 2 away, runner at first. Pitch is low and outside, ball 1 to Sorelli. Serra off and running, and this pitch fouled out of play by Sorelli. Serra will head back to first base. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. So Helms has come on and got a fly out against Wheeler, then a pickoff of McClary. And now he's ahead of Sorelli, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Serra off and running. Breaking ball hits Sorelli, and he goes to first base on the free pass. Well, that brings up the catcher, Tanner Tweet. Runners back at first and second, 2 outs. Fastball's in there called strike 1. Tanner 0 for 2, swung on and missed. Now behind Helms, no balls, 2 strikes. Tanner walked his first time. Back-to-back strikeouts looking in the third and fourth. And behind Helms, no balls, 2 strikes. Sorelli goes to second base. Serra still standing there. And now they got Saren to run down between second and third. And he's out. 2-6-5. I was not sure what or who missed the sign there, but the inning is retired. We're headed to the seventh. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. Top of the seventh inning, Panthers still lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. Hillman back out for his second inning of work. And the first pitch to the 9-batter Riggio is low outside, ball one. Fastball outside, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Riggio, then Lamp, then Miller. Riggio shows bunt, pulls back, and looks at a called strike one. Fastball low, ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fouled straight down at the plate, hit Riggio in the box, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball outside corner called, strike 3. So Hillman fell behind, then battled back. Gets the backwards K of Riggio. That brings up Lamp. Lamp 1 for 3, doubled and scored his last time through. Fastball inside corner called strike 1. Lamp shows bump, pulls back, breaking balls down in the zone, ball 1. Fastball past the diving Wheeler down the right field line. McKechnie up. Throw to second. McClary there. In safely is Lamp. Another double. Another ball just out of Wheeler's reach at first base off the bat of Lamp. So Lamp now 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. In scoring position for the right fielder, Ryan Miller. Miller 2 for 3, pair of singles here this afternoon. Breaking ball from Hillman is in there, called strike one. Fastball low and outside. This 3-game series between the Bear Cubs and the Panthers will continue this Thursday, March 5th at Santa Rosa, 2 p.m. contest. And we'll conclude this Saturday, March 7th, back here in Sacramento. As ground ball not through the left side, stopped by McClary, up to Tweet, and they got Lamp hung out to dry. As Lamp ran through the stop sign of the third base coach, who had a read that McClary dove and stopped the ball, kept it on the infield. So big second out for the Panthers to cut down Lamp around third base. So an infield single off the bat of Miller, and that brings out the pitching coach to Sky Bomberry before Hillman faces the 3-batter, Logan Douglas. So Logan Douglas, the batter. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Tweet. Fastball pulled foul down the left field line by Douglas. That's at least the third ball Douglas has lost in foul territory down the left field line as he is turning on those inside pitches. Line drive caught by McClary, and the side is retired. Panthers still lead. Time to stretch at the U. So Helen's back out to work for the Bear Cubs. It'll be 4, 5, 6, Tweet, Diani, and McKechnie for the Panthers. Breaking ball inside as Tweet shows bunt, pulls back, and pitches inside, ball 1. High fly ball out to the center fielder. Riggio's under it for the first out. Oh, one away here in the bottom of the 7th. Diani steps in. Breaking ball gets away from Helms and hits Diani as he heads down to first base. That brings up the right fielder, Cade McKechnie. Fastball to McKechnie, outside corner called strike 1. So Diani just one official at bat as a ground out to the second baseman back in the 4th. He had the sacrifice fly, a walk, and now a hit by pitch as he takes his lead at first base with one away here in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball yanked by the right-hander Helms, backhanded by McDonald. And the count even 1 ball, 1 strikes. Diani off and running. Curveball low and away, dug out by McDonald, and Diani swipes second base. Now McKechnie had 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball outside corner called strike 2. Two pitch fastball out of the zone away. The count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch is low out of the zone. Free pass is issued to McKechnie. That brings up the left fielder, Sutton Tompkins. Tompkins looking over towards the Panthers dugout, gets his sign from head coach Derek Sullivan. Now settles into the box. Breaking ball in there called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on a miss by Tompkins. And Helms ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Inside move. Chases Diani back to second base. No throw from Helms. McDonald flashing the signs. Hillum sets the pitch. Swung on a miss by Tompkins. He's down, and that brings up Nichols. First pitch to Greg Nichols is a called strike. And Hillum's ahead. No balls, one strike. Fastball outside, and the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. For the Bear Cubs in the top of the 8th, it'll be 4, 5, 6, McDonald, Kramer, and Moran, the scheduled batters. Right now it's Nichols, and that one's low and inside. It's covered nicely by McDonald. So Helm's able to work his way out of a jam last inning, a jam that he didn't create, he inherited. This inning, trying to wiggle out of one that he's created for himself, has issued 2 free passes and now is behind to Nichols, 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch is fouled off by Nichols. The count's full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And now Diani and McKechnie will be off on the pitch. Off-speed pitch up out of the zone. The free pass is issued. The third one of the inning. 2 by way of walk, 1 hit batter, and the bases are loaded for Nick McClary. Fastball sprayed into right field off the bat of McClary, and camping under it is the right fielder, Miller, and the side is retired. We're headed to the 8th. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. So top of the 8th inning, Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. New hurler into the game for the Panthers is Christian McInerney. Defensive replacement coming to the game for McKechnie, and going to left field, Maimu Kobayashi. Moving over to right, Seddon Tompkins. McInerney, a 4.0 earned run average. Fastball up out of the zone, ball 2. This is 5th appearance, 9 innings of work. And he'll face 4, 5, and 6. McDonald, the 4-hitter, already ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. Change up in there called strike 1. Two-one pitch from McInerney. Fastball, line drive, base hit over the leaping Diani at third. Over to get his Kobayashi, and gets it in quickly to McClary to hold McDonald to a single. Leadoff single here in the top of the 8th inning. And that brings up the second baseman, Kramer. Short lead at first by McDonald. Breaking ball, low, ball 1. Kramer 0 for 3. McInerney hoping he can get a ground ball. Breaking ball misses up and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 pitch from McInerney. Changeup skied high on the infield. Saying he has it as Nichols, and indeed he does for the first out of the top of the 8th inning. And that brings up the designated hitter, Jason Moran. So now McInerney and the Panthers 1 pitch away. And there's the ground ball to McClary. Scoops it up. Over to Nichols, on to first. Holding the base at first is Wheeler. Inning ending 6-4-3 double play. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 4-2. Heldon's back out to work for the Bear Cubs. He'll be facing the top of the order, Sayre, Wheeler, and Sorelli. Fastball in there called strike one. Fastball low and outside, ball one. This is game one of a three-game Big 8 conference series taking place this week between Santa Rosa and Sacramento City. And that ball hits Sayre as he heads down to first base. And that one sounded like it hurt. As the training staff and Coach Sullivan out to look at Sayre, that brings Damon Needlinger out to make a pitching change. As the Bear Cubs go to the pen, we'll step away and be back shortly. So for the Bear Cubs, Wyatt Todd into the game. His first appearance, first pitch to TJ Wheeler is a home run down the right field line just inside the foul pole. And the Panthers now lead the Bear Cubs 6-2. Wheeler wasting no time in greeting the reliever Wyatt Todd as he touches home plate and tacks on two more runs here in the bottom of the eighth inning. And that brings out the designated hitter, Nick Sorelli. Breaking ball up out of the zone, ball one. Another breaking ball, another one out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to Sorelli. First hit of the afternoon for Wheeler is a big one for the Panthers. Adds 2 insurance runs. Foul ball by Sorelli, and now count 2 balls, 1 strike. Sorelli in the driver's seat. 3 balls, 1 strike. There was no doubt it was going to be out. The only question was, would it stay fair? And it did, as Sorelli takes the free pass. That brings up the catcher, Tanner Tweet. And the Bear Cubs go to their bullpen once again. We'll step away and be right back. So the new pitcher into the game for the Bear Cubs, Jacob Marquez. And a quick check on Sorelli at first base. I don't believe time was ever put in yet. Tweet settles in the box. Marquez sets. Breaking ball in there. Called strike 1. So 10th appearance for Marquez. 4.22 ERA. 10.2 innings of work. Another breaking ball. This one inside. Off the plate. Ball 1. Well, bottom of the 8th inning. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 6-2. Sorelli with his lead at first. Nobody out. Another breaking ball. This one inside. Misses Tweet. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Fly ball out to the center fielder, Reggio. And that's a catch for the first out of the inning. So one away. Runner on first is Sorelli, and into the box is Joey Daini. Breaking ball low out of the zone, ball one. Another breaking ball, this one in there called strike one. So Marquez, the fifth reliever of the game for the Bear Cubs. And the 1-1 pitch from the right-hander. Another breaking ball, another called strike. And Daini behind one ball, two strikes. So Sorelli probably not a threat to steal with no runner at second base here. Fly ball driven out to right center field. Grabbed by the right fielder. And Sorelli scrambles back to first base ahead of Miller's throw. A nice play on the sinking line drive off the bat of Daini, and that brings up the left fielder, Maimu Kobayashi. So Kobayashi, who came into the ballgame last half inning as a defensive replacement, bats with two away, runner on first here in the bottom of the eighth. First pitch he looks at is low and inside, ball one. A nice play off the bat of Daini by the right fielder Miller. Change up down, ball two. Miller doesn't grab that. That ball gets by him in the alley. Daini for sure with a stand-up double. Sorelli at least a third, and then depending on how the ball is played, potentially scores on that. So nice play by Miller. Breaking ball misses inside. 3 balls, no strikes to Kobayashi. Pitch by Marquez is up out of the zone. And the free pass issued brings up Tompkins. So Tompkins bats first and second. 2 away here, bottom of the 8th inning. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, called strike one. The breaking ball gets away from Marquez and hits Tompkins. That brings up Greg Nichols. So a couple walks, couple hit batters here this inning for the Bear Cubs. And Greg Nichols bats with the bases loaded, 2 away. First pitch from Marquez is called strike one. Nichols 2 for 3 here this afternoon. Just missed a home run his first at bat. About 18 inches from the top of the fence out in right center field. And that changeup misses out of the zone, ball 1. Singled his second time through, scored a run, flew out to right, and walked his last time through. 2 Panthers already scored. 2-run homer by Wheeler this half inning. They lead the Bear Cubs 6-2. Nice breaking ball from Marquez, called strike 2. And Nichols behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball. 2 hopper to the second baseman. Over to first. Side retired. Panthers lead 6-2. We're headed to the 9th. So for the Bear Cubs in the top half of the 9th inning, 7-8-9, Klemenach, Onfroy, and Riggio, the scheduled batters. And back out to work for the Panthers, McInerney. Lefty-lefty match as this one flipped off the end of the bat out to Tompkins and Wright, who stumbled, regained his footing, grabbed the ball for the first out of the inning. And the Bear Cubs down to 2 outs. A new pitcher into the game for the Panthers is Marshall Hunt. And the first pitch is a called strike one to the first baseman, Antonio Onfroy. Onfroy 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. A free pass issued on a hit by pitch his first time through. Two-hopper backhand by McClary. Sets his foot, throws up the line, and an infield single by Onfroy. So after the infield single by Onfroy, that brings up the center fielder Dominic Riggio. Riggio 0 for 3. Fly out, ground out, strikeout. First pitch to Riggio is a ball. Hunt sets at the belt. Fastball outside, ball 2. Game 2 of this 3-game Big 8 conference series between the Bear Cubs and the Panthers takes place this Thursday, March 5th at Santa Rosa in a 2 p.m. contest. And series concludes back here in Sacramento Saturday, March 7th at 1 p.m. Hunt behind, 3 balls, no strikes. And with the Bear Cubs chasing 4, I got to believe Riggio, the 9 batter, taking all the way here. And indeed he is. Fastball hits the outside corner, called strike 1. Fastball inside corner, called strike 2. So Hunt battles his way back to a full count against Riggio. Short lead by Onfroy over at first base. And weak ground ball foul down the third baseline as Riggio jammed himself a bit with that swing and pitch. Count remains full. Three-two pitch from Hunt. Fastball swung on and missed by Riggio. And the Bear Cubs down to their final out. It'll be the leadoff man, Joe Lamp. Hunt steps off, talks to his first baseman with the left-handed hitting Lamp, who's pulled his last 2 balls just past Wheeler's glove. They decide to concede second base if Onfroy indeed does want to take it. And that ball is driven up the middle. Serra giving chase, but it lands in front of him. And Lamp 3 for his last 3, 3 for 5 in the ball game. That brings up the right fielder, Ryan Miller. Miller 3 for 4, 3 singles. Breaking ball, the hand of Hunt never broke, stayed high. Ball 1. Fastball in there called strike one. Hunt sets at the belt. The 1-1 pitch. Another fastball, another called strike, and the Bear Cubs down to their final strike as Miller is in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball fouled off by Miller as he stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball fouled out of play by Miller. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second base is Omfroy. At first base is Lamp. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Panthers lead the Bear Cubs 6-2. Game 1 of their 3-game Big 8 Conference Series. Hunt sets the 1-2 pitch. Fastball up, and Miller does not offer at it. Takes ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunt sets, checks on Omfroy at second base. Fastball, this one lifted out to right field. Moving over towards the line is Tompkins. Dives, can't get to it, and that one falls in. And 1 run crosses, 6-3. Runners at second and third now for the Bear Cubs on a 2-out double by Miller. Tompkins appears to have hurt himself on the play. So Tompkins shaken up on the play, comes out of the ball game. Sean Zamora goes into right field as the defensive replacement. And Logan Douglas, the batter for the Bear Cubs. Breaking ball high over the head of Douglas, who has to drop his bat. Count 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball called strike 1 to Douglas. Fastball fouled straight back out of play. The Bear Cubs once again down to their final strike as Douglas is behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hunt sets at the belt. Long look in, the pitch. Foul ball straight back off the bat of Douglas, and he stays alive. Hunt looks in, Tweet has the sign, sets at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, tagged at the plate by Tweet, and that's the ballgame. The Panthers win 6-3. We'll be right back with a wrap-up. So the final score, the Sac City Panthers take game 1 of this 3-game Big 8 Conference Series by a score of 6-3. Line totals for the Bear Cubs, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Panthers, 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. With the loss, the Bear Cubs fall to 15-2 overall. They are 2-2 in conference play. Losing pitcher Nick Kamajas, his record 5-1. With the win, the Panthers improved to 15-2 overall. They are 3-1 in the Big 8 Conference. Today's winning pitcher, Dennis Boatman. There was no save. Game time, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Top hitters for the Bear Cubs, Joe Lamp in the leadoff spot, 3 for 5 with a pair of doubles. Ryan Miller was 4 for 5, 3 singles and a double. That's it for the Bear Cubs. On the Panthers side of the score sheet, Dan Sayre, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. Wheeler, a 2-run homer, 2 runs scored. McKechnie had a double. Greg Nichols was 2 for 4 with a triple. And McClary, 2 for 4 for the Panthers. Once again, this 3-game series, Big 8 Conference Series, takes on the road to Santa Rosa Thursday, March 5th for a 2 p.m. game, then concludes here Saturday, March 7th at Union Stadium with a 1 p.m. first pitch. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are. This is Steve Gill signing off for Sacramento City College.